Alola everyone, my name is jakepeter, and today we're talking about the Z moves and all we know about them so far. We are only 3 days away until Pokemon Sun and Moon. There's been a lot of information going out about Z moves, and we still don't know every little thing about it, but we do mostly know everything. The only thing we don't know is a couple of signature moves that are probably left out there, but other than that, we have just been given a gold mine by Nintendo on all of the stuff relating to Z moves, which is kind of amazing. And it just happened to be released yesterday, the day before this video, and I'm very happy about that. But with the Z moves, they're more powerful moves, and some of them are, just as we had mentioned, signature moves meant for specific Pokemon only. But we'll go through and we'll explain what this all means as we're going through the page here on Pokemon Sun and Moon website. So, of course, we have the Z moves, and it can only be used once per battle. That is something of importance to note. It's not once per Pokemon per battle, it's one time per battle, but it's going to be a move that's going to blow the socks off of any other move of its typing. Now, when a Pokemon were to use a Z move, they do have to have a Z crystal of its typing, so there's going to be certain crystals for Pokemon for their signature moves, as well as generic crystals for moves of just that typing. The Z moves, we have a certain little character action that goes in with it. It's kind of funny, but it just, goes out and it reveals a lot of what's going on. Here's Rowlet's Bloom Doom. We got Litten's Inferno Overdrive, Popplio's Hydro Vortex. It's kind of really cool. Kind of a little cheesy, but, it's something kind of exciting. We have dance as a very important cultural aspect of many cultures, and Hawaii is definitely one that is prideful in their dancing. Fun fact, there's a company called Tommy that they partnered up with, licensed them to make these Z-Rings, which actually let you play in 4D, which is basically bringing that into real life and interactions like that. That's what 4D is. And you can have your Z-Ring actually activate with your in-game Z-Ring, which is kind of cool. It's going to be $30, but it doesn't release it until the 23rd. So if you're getting this game for Christmas, maybe ask for this Z-Ring for Christmas as well. They're officially letting us know exactly kind of how the Z moves all work. We have the power of them revealed, and it's going to actually change depending on if it's like a physical move or if it's a status move. Because not all Pokemon are going to get signature moves, we still have to be able to use Z Crystals on other Pokemon, even if it's a slightly weaker attack than those of the signature moves. It seems most every signature move, save for Evo Boost so far with the EVs, is based on an attack that you can deal to the enemy. I'm sure there might be more status-based ones than EV's signature move, but that is yet to be determined. So when it's a physical move, it's kind of cool. As you notice here, if the Pokemon has access to Tackle, they're actually going to get Breakneck Blitz, which we may have one point thought that Alolan Exeggutor was getting its own signature move, but it is in fact not. It is just getting to use these other Z moves that were not signature ones, which kind of saddened me a little bit. But here we can see that Snorlax is using it, and notice it doesn't miss. There's no accuracy checks. It's just its power. So we'll take that in note here in a second. But then when you use it with Giga Impact instead, it deals this much more damage. So I don't know why you'd use it only on Tackle when you can have it on Giga Impact. Maybe not everyone's going to get access to Giga Impact, and more are going to get it based on Tackle. Maybe early in game, you're not going to be able to access these other moves. So it will be useful momentarily while leveling up in the game. So it's kind of cool. And here, we notice that even if they use Protect, it's still going to deal some damage. While it may not kill them, if it would have normally killed them, it'll still deal damage, which is kind of very important to note, because we didn't know what would happen if someone used Protect until just now. It is going to just deal partial damage. We don't know how much it's going to partially protect itself, but here we can see that we'd assume Arcanine used a fire move, and it didn't die to that from the Whimsicott, so it looks like it might be a 50% drop based on what we can see here, because it's a little over 50% damage, but we would expect a stab fire type to deal a bunch of damage to a grass type. So that's that. So 50% seems like a safe drop in power. So when used with a status move, what it's going to do is it's actually going to give a secondary effect, which is kind of cool. If you notice, you get a couple Gigavolt Havocs depending on what the move is, and then we see Z Thunderwave at the top, and here, of course, you know, Paralyzation, that's what it gets here. But notice, Special Defense is increased when you use it with your Z power. Now, this might be good for in-game stuff, but as a secondary effect, it kind of seems a little lacking. And here we can see Memento. This is not Pikachu, by the way. This is just kind of the background that they use for these. And when you use Memento, it actually is going to now restore Pokemon that's coming in, which is great. It's almost like using a wish. And this is what I'm really excited for, Splash. Splash now actually is going to be getting a Z move effect, and it's great. It increases your attack stage by 3. Now, there are only a couple Pokemon that get access to Splash, namely Phoebus and Magikarp. But if we can get a physical Magikarp into Gyarados and still have Splash and use that Z move, oh my gosh, we're going to have the most powerful Gyarados we could ever have in one extra turn. We just have to make sure it lives. The fact that Splash has done nothing, and now here in Generation 7, it's actually going to be doing something prime. That is prime right then and there. That just makes me so excited. Again, with the signature moves, we just had them revealed for the final evolutions of the starter Pokemon, and it's kind of cool. It's these moves right here. They're all damaging, but based on their own moves. So it's a grass, a fire, and water one. In the video, they were really cool. Of them, I really like them all actually. But this Operetta, Oceanic Operetta, is really cool. It kind of reminds me of a Spirit Ball from Dragon Ball Z. If you all know Dragon Ball Z, I hope you know Dragon Ball Z. If not, you should just at least look up Spirit Bomb. And of course, we had the Tapus get their specific Z moves, and then Catastropika. It's the exclusive one. Here we go. We mentioned Evo Boost earlier. It's kind of cool. Let's actually take a look at the Catastropika stuff. Punching your fist, getting in there, and rolling out like them Autobots. And okay, this picture, besides the fact that it meant that we were for sure not getting any more EV evolutions in this game, I still love it. It just is a great picture. Then we got Pulverizing Pancake. This Snorlax here, it's great. Oh my gosh. It's so prime of a move. His big old bottom drops on them Pokemon. Then again, we have this Alolan Raichu with its Stoked Spark Surfer. So Pikachu got one. We have one on the Alolan Raichu. And Mimikyu actually has its own that we have been showing in its own music video on the Japanese channel. That was cool. But what do you think about these Z moves overall? With the new meta, we're not actually going to be able to Mega Evolve in ranked play, and in the VGC, it's only going to be based on these Z moves. If we had to use Z moves and Mega Pokemon in the same battles, that would definitely make things hairy, and I could understand a lot more now why they had taken those away. Because if Z moves aren't just these exclusive, more powerful moves, and they're actually giving them statuses on other status type moves, it's going to make gameplay a lot more tricky, because now any Pokemon can really pull something out of the water. But yeah, what's your favorite Z move that we've seen so far? And if you can see a Z move on any new Pokemon, who'd you like that Pokemon to be? Let me know in the comment section down below. Drop a like on this video just like Snorlax would with a Pulverizing Pancake. Subscribe with your fist like the Guardian Tapu Pokemon's Z move. But until tomorrow when we talk about the Ultra Beasts, because a few of you mentioned in the first video that you wanted me to talk about the Ultra Beasts, so I will talk about the Ultra Beasts. And we actually got a sneak peek at a couple more, so that is some good timing for that as well. And until next time, everyone, Alola.